We are in the city that is host to the defending UFL champions, but today the spotlight is on the kids. Welcome to the 2026 Collins Auto Group Kentucky versus Tennessee Future Stars Classic right here on 8-Man Extreme.
It's going to be a great one here today as we get the handoff.
On the far side, we'll get everything up and running. Nope, they marked him out. They marked him out of bounds. But still, it will move the chains.
Yeah, a lot of fight on that one there. He really pushed his way down the edge and unfortunately just stepped out a little earlier than he had hoped.
Coming into the game with a running start. We apologize for the delay and not getting the opening kickoff. Just had some technical issues, but we are up and running here at L&N Federal Credit Union Stadium. I want to give a big shout out to Mr. Rico Hughes from the Kentucky side, Mr. Josh Jones. Might need to put that on mute there, Holden.
Yeah, might be.
Yeah, mess that on up just a little bit.
Out of the stack formation, they're not getting many yards there. And a lot of ground and pound offense from this Kentucky team to start us off. Honestly, it didn't look like they had a answer for it early, but now they're at least got a better job stopping it up the middle. Tennessee's defense looking to come up with a bigger stop here on second down.
Tennessee, we're using the bend not break approach right now.
Yeah, that definitely is a little too familiar from this past season.
James Shannon here on the call. Welcome in. There's the snap, give, and a absolute stuff up the middle.
Up. That one was a great job from number 22, I believe, on the Tennessee team.
22 for Tennessee. That's going to be Armon Edwards.
Yeah, Edwards completely read that perfectly. Got up there, did not get fooled by the motion. Made a great stop there.
And we'll get whistles here. A timeout taken by Team Kentucky. James Shedden, Holden Bowles on the call here from the University of Louisville Stadium, technically L&N Federal Credit Union Stadium. Blake Biggs, Andrew Hasley, and the man we call G on the broadcast here. We'll step aside while they're on timeout, and I want to give a really quick, big shout-out to the sponsors for today's game: Collins Auto Group, Southeast Kentucky Tent Rentals, I3 Planning, Tammy Hawkins, Turnkey Title and Escrow, and G. Starks Realty. Quick timeout, quick regroup there for Kentucky, and it paid off to the end zone. Touchdown, Team Kentucky. That's going to be number 19, Justice Alford from Meese Middle. Absolutely on a tear into the end zone.
Yeah, that is what they wanted to see out of that ground and pound offense for the Kentucky team. An outstanding job finding their gaps and getting straight to the end zone. Tennessee was not ready to handle that.
And a 2-point conversion attempt here. Shotgun formation. Here's the snap. Flag flies on the right-hand side. Throw and catch. 2-point is good. Flag on the right-hand side, and it's coming back. 2-point will not stand.
Looked to be like it was an early jump from the linebacker. But that was a good job still reading your slant across, getting the ball to your receiver. We haven't seen much of that passing offense for the Kentucky team. Good to know that they have something in store.
We're coming back to the 2-point conversion attempt. Try it again. Throw. Incomplete. Young man tried to go up for it, unable to haul it in. And with that, we'll step aside as they get set for kickoff here at the 2026 Collins Auto Group, Kentucky versus Tennessee Future Stars game. It's the 6th grade edition. We're back here at the 2026 Collins Auto Group, Tennessee versus Kentucky Future Stars game. Team Kentucky has struck first, just 2:16 into the first quarter. 2-point conversion attempt was unsuccessful, and that's where we sit. Returner standing around the 30-yard line. See what kind of kickoff we're going to get here. A little squib kick, fielded around the 33. A little miscommunication on the grab, but he finally gets it. And up past the 40-yard line. Let's get a number for the returner. It's going to be number 82, Gianni Candelas from Rose Park.
Definitely looked like there wasn't too much understanding between the teammates there. Obviously, you have some guys not really getting a bunch of time together. They haven't spent the season together, but they have had the opportunity to practice together. Unfortunately, there, not many yards able to be turned up on that return.
2 days of practices for Team Tennessee there at Tennessee State University in Nashville. Trying to get on the same page, and obviously they had a trip to get up here. Here's the give on the left-hand side around the edge. He has it, breaks the first tackle. Second man forces him out of bounds on the carry. It's going to be number 16 for Tennessee, Alante Trammell from Hunter Middle. It'll move the ball up to the 44-yard line. More importantly, though, Holden, it'll move the chains and give Team Orange a first down.
Yeah, definitely seeing them starting to click here a little more than they did on that kickoff return. But one thing I want to point out there is you can really see the biggest disadvantage of playing at the 6th grade level. You've got guys who are a lot bigger than you in these trenches, in the linebacker positions.
Wide receiver screen out to the right. He's got space, but tracked down. Great open field tackle there. On the far side. It'll move the ball up to the 27. Well, they're walking it back.
Yeah, a little bit of laundry there on the 42-yard line.
Missed the laundry.
It's all good. I thought it was cleat for a second. Oh, and it'll move him back even further.
So it looks like it was I bet it looks like it was a hold. It was a hold because it'll stay first down with a 10-yard penalty.
Yeah, so setting up 1st and 20. A lot of work now cut out for this Tennessee team. Let's see how they respond.
Play fake. Bootleg to the right. Makes the first man miss. Forced out of bounds. Gain of 2 or 3 there on the play. Starting quarterback for Team Tennessee, that's going to be number 5, Cash Ireland, coming out of Battleground Academy.
That's going to be a cool name for a 6th grader.
That's a pretty cool name.
And definitely some good play out of that as well. He did a really good job reading the defense, and while he wasn't able to get many yards on that, he was able to do a pretty good job getting out of there.
Another receiver screen to the left. Forced out of, nope. Yeah, yep, they say he went out of bounds. There for a second, he thought he might have tiptoed.
That would have been quite the play. Tossing a man off you and getting even further downfield, but doing a good job still on that screen pass.
So now looking at a 3rd and 13 for Team Tennessee. Team Tennessee doing a good job just keeping it alive. They had the setback with the penalty early on in the drive, and now they're having to just chip away at it. Ireland takes the snap, rolls right, looking, fires. Got his man wide open at the 30, 25, 20. Brought down at around the 17-yard line on the catch. It's number 19 for Team Tennessee, Bryce Fox from McCallie School.
And what a dot there from Ireland. That was a beautiful look. Blown defensive coverage there left him wide open, and a great job getting his yards and setting up for a first down after that long 3rd and 13.
First and 10. Actually, ball spotted at the 16, rather. Play fake. Ireland tries up the middle. He started to bounce outside, tripped up for a loss of, let's call it 3. Yeah, loss of 3 on the play. Bring up a 2nd and 13.
And a switch out, I believe. No. They're pulling the quarterback off, getting a little bit of reassurance, I'm assuming. Getting the next
well, I think that's how they're getting the play call in.
Oh, they're getting the play call there.
That's how they're bringing the play call in.
And they'll switch out a lineman, I believe.
Well, and of course, these coaches have to do a great job in these games of making sure there's even reps, and especially in an all-star environment like this. You've got to make sure those reps are on point.
Yeah, got to make sure you've got that enjoyable but also competitive environment.
Ireland looking left, fires left, passes, caught! Touchdown, Team Tennessee!
What a pass, and what a spectacular job from the receiver getting up there, climbing the ladder, and pinpointing that ball at its highest point. He did a great job reeling that in.
And that's number 3, Quatavius Wilson from Lipscomb Academy. Holden, we started the day on Moss Watch. We've got our first Moss.
That was...
I was for sure we were about to call a pick. I was guaranteed. I was loading the call up, getting ready.
Yeah, it definitely looked like it was a bit of a jump ball, but that was a spectacular job getting up there, making sure that quarterback didn't put everything on the line for nothing. As they're going to have to line up for their 2-point attempt.
They're probably going to go 2-point here. I'm checking the rosters. I'm not seeing kickers.
Yeah, I think.
And for kickoffs, you're probably going to have a kid handle kickoffs. They can get it 20 yards or so. Just kind of chip shot it. And now we'll get a timeout for Team Tennessee. First extra point of the day. They've got to get organized, make sure they know what they're doing. Like we said, they've only had 2 days to practice, really. And I know yesterday, especially for Team Tennessee, was a lot of travel. Having to come up from Nashville, get everybody settled in. They had the pep rally last night.
Yeah, it definitely isn't easy, per se, to have an all-star team, get them together, get them all on the same page with their play calls. So I'm assuming you're not going to see too many stunts, too many extracurriculars going on in those plays, but already off to a great start for both teams, getting a touchdown on the board. Let's see if Tennessee can extend into the lead for the first time today on this 2-point attempt. Looks like a new quarterback in for Tennessee.
Possibly a wildcat situation. Let's see who's got the ball. It's going to be number 16 with the ball. That's Alante Trammell, just labeled as athlete. So they went with the more wildcat situation, giving him the direct snap. Regardless, though, 2-point conversion attempt is no good. We are exactly halfway through the first quarter, all knotted up at 6. We're going to step aside. This is the Collins Auto Group Kentucky versus Tennessee Future Stars Classic, the 6th grade edition. Getting set for the kickoff, Team Tennessee boots it away down near the 35. It is touched, and they'll have to return it. Falling on the ball for Team Kentucky, that'll be number 0, Gavin Brown from J-Town Youth.
Yeah, that one definitely looked a little bit dangerous, as first returner for Kentucky was not quite able to get a handle on it. But a good job covering up the ball once they did, although in significantly worse field position now.
Yeah, ball spotted around the 28-yard line. 1st and 10.
So they're coming out running the option.
Give to the right-hand side from the shotgun. He'll make his way up to the 34-yard line. On the carry, it's big number 19, Justice Alford from Meese Middle.
A couple of East Middle guys out here putting on a show.
Meese Middle. Don't disrespect the M, dude.
I didn't hear the M. Oof. I apologize to Meese Middle.
Here's a give to the left-hand side. This time on the carry there, that's going to be number 8 for Team Kentucky. That's Carter Cecil from the E-Town Youth Panthers. It will move the chains holding, and that's a 1st and 10, Team Kentucky.
Well, and a good job there, getting his head down. Obviously, that one hasn't gotten as far as you may have wanted it, but they're doing a great job establishing the run game for Kentucky. So that way, I don't know, play action, a read can really get you something.
So the give, the young man doing a great job keeping his feet moving. Something you hear coaches preach all the time. Just keep your feet moving, especially as a running back going through a pile like that. They're on the carry. Alford gets a gain of, call it 4, brings up a 2nd and 6.
Yeah, good job putting his head down there, too. And bouncing off the defenders, he doesn't let the first contact bring him down, and that's something is very, very valuable, like you were saying, at all levels of the game. So good to get on it right here as one of Kentucky's talented youth.
Yak as a stat means two different things: yard after catch and yard after contact. That yards after contact, the higher that number is, to me, the more impressive, because that means, hey, no matter what happens, we're getting yards.
Yeah,
We're making it happen.
definitely looks like Tennessee might have jumped the gun there.
Yeah, they're marching the ball back to the 48-yard line. Huge break there for Team Kentucky. That'll make it a 2nd and 1. Yeah, 2nd and 1.
So
Line to gain at the 49-yard line. Sorry, Harwood.
you're all good. Working pretty well for that Kentucky game plan. Get down, run it. You've got that great running back in your backfield. Wouldn't be surprised if they handed off to him right here.
Shotgun formation, man in motion, give to the right-hand side. They continue to test that right-hand side. And Alford, the workhorse right now, I believe it's 4 carries, 3 carries on this drive for sure. I know for him, maybe 4 or 5 for the game, but just giving the young man some work here.
Yeah, he's doing a great job in this drive, at least. He's doing what he needs to do to get those going forward as those chains move up, and we're now in Tennessee territory.
Give and a great hit there. That Tennessee defense not allowing anything.
Yeah,
As Cecil had the carry. You know, Holden, this brought a complete rabbit trail moment. Obviously, you're from this area, so you know this, but they got ready to do the national anthem. We didn't have it on the broadcast of this game. Hopefully, we'll have it on the next two coming up here in a little bit. But got a little bit of a flyover during the national anthem. So if you hear planes, I mean, we're hearing them. I don't know if you can hear them over the mics, but it's a pretty cool setup. The airport right around the corner.
yeah.
But I digress.
No.
Here's a give on the right-hand side, looking for the edge.
Yeah, speaking of airplanes, he's flying.
He is flying down to the 33-yard line. Great carry there by Alford.
Yeah, does a great job finding that right outside edge. Obviously, they've been stopped up quite a bit when they try to run it down the middle, maybe one of those interior gaps, but you give him that room on the outside, you're going to have a field day trying to catch him.
Young man doing a great job of just exploding through the line of scrimmage, especially on those end runs. Here's the give to Cecil and into the end zone. Carter Cecil cuts through the left-hand side. And no flags. It'll stand. Team Kentucky retakes the lead here in the Ville.
And what a play there. Also, shout out the coach's play calling. Obviously, you've established your other back as the main guy breaking off that huge run, and then you go to your secondary, for this drive at least, running back. Cecil breaks off a 33-yard touchdown, coming in for the 2-point attempt now.
Looking, he's going to tuck it, put his head down, and Tennessee stuffs him. Goal line stand-esque. But regardless, we will stay at 12-6. Team Blue regains the lead with 1:08 to go here in the first quarter. We're back here at L&M Federal Credit Union Stadium, home of the Louisville Cardinals. Did I get it right, Louisville?
Yes, sir.
Ah, nailed it. One of my best friends growing up was from Louisville, so kind of had to get it right or I got beat up. Fielded at the 25, up the middle. He's got nothing but grass and speed. Channeling his inner Lightning McQueen into the end zone. Touchdown, Team Tennessee, an electric kickoff return. And that's number 12 for Team Tennessee.
And some state pride on show there. You saw the older guys in the corner there celebrating their sixth grade counterpart.
Caden Reeves with the return from Blackman Middle there in Murfreesboro, but an absolutely electric return to answer that Team Kentucky touchdown.
Oh, certainly. That was probably the momentum shift of the game so far. You had Kentucky slowly establishing their run game, their power play, and then bang! Nearly 60 yards on that at least. And now they're setting up for hopefully the first completed 2-point attempt in the game so far. Towards the end.
They could take their first lead of the game here. Throw complete. On the grab in the corner. Let's get a number on that. Number 3 for Team Tennessee. Quatavius Wilson, who had the touchdown earlier from Lipscomb, does it again. The favorite target.
Well, a great job there.
I was going to say favorite target of Cash Ireland. Little Nashville connection there, BGA to Lipscomb.
Oh,
typical rivals, but making it happen here.
Yeah, that was a great job. I mean, we haven't seen nearly any success on 2 points. We had the one that was disallowed earlier for Kentucky, and now Tennessee finally able to come up strong here as they put one into the back of the end zone, finally relying on that passing attack and getting something great out of it this time.
Team Tennessee takes their first lead of the game here in the Bluegrass State. And the kickoff fumbled a little bit. I believe we've got some laundry back around the 40-yard line. Looks like a false start potentially.
Yeah, that one's going to go back on Tennessee. Make that bit of a great break for Kentucky. They were not looking too hot with that after the muff kick was not being returned for much and then, saved by the bell, as some would say. The referee is going to stop play and bring him back another 5 yards.
So we will re-kick here. From the 35, bounces at the opposite 35. Team Kentucky tripped up. And more kickoff return woes here as they'll start around the 29-yard line is where they got the ball spotted.
Yeah, a great job, honestly, on that Tennessee kickoff. They got it right around to that exact same spot last kick, disallowed it, and now they came right back, got it down, made it uncatchable for that Kentucky returner, doing a great job of pinning them pretty far back in their own end of the field. Now it's just in the hands of the defense to see if they can put up a stand for the first time in this game. All previous of our drives have all ended in touchdowns. Let's see if
we'll get a timeout here, Team Kentucky, to get readjusted, get some play calls right. And that gives us an opportunity to give a big shout out to our sponsors for today's game. Of course, the title sponsor, Collins Auto Group, Bill Collins Ford and Lincoln, Care Force, and Collins Nissan. The MVP award for each game is presented by Collins Auto Group. And also a big shout out to our other sponsors, G Starks Realty. It's the G Starks Realty First Down. So we're going to start throwing that in there a little bit. Turnkey Title and Escrow, I3 Planning, Southeastern Kentucky Tent and Rentals, and D1 Metro Councilwoman Tammy Hawkins.
Looks like they maybe.
First, sorry, go ahead.
Sounds good. It sounds like they may be pulling the clock back to 1:04.
1st and 10 for Team Kentucky. And that Tennessee defense starting to get into the backfield, break into the backfield a little bit.
Yeah, doing a great job wrapping up and handling business in the backfield. That's not something you see every day, but doing a great job there. I believe it was number 22. Not an unfamiliar name for us here today.
I formation here. Pitch is to the right-hand side. That's Alford again. And he'll actually have a loss of yardage on the play. 6th carry of the day, I believe. Maybe 7th or 8th.
Yeah, definitely didn't look too bad coming off the pitch, but while he is a bit of a bruiser on running, he needs to get some of that speed up to be able to break out and do what he's been able to do most of the game on the outside.
And that'll do it for the first quarter, full of fireworks here in the Ville. This is the 2026 Collins Auto Group Kentucky versus Tennessee Future Stars Classic. It's a 6th grade edition. Back here with the second quarter of the Tennessee versus Kentucky 6th graders facing off. A little drop pass to Kentucky's number 9. That's going to be Ezekiel Swinney from Northern Pulaski Middle. And another loss on the play will bring up 4th down for Team Blue.
Yeah, definitely mitigated a little bit of risk, cut some of their losses there. Great job from the Tennessee defense, crushing in, collapsing that pocket, and quarterback was lucky enough to not lose as many yards as he was looking to. Although a drop pass may have suited him a little bit better there.
Pat McAfee's favorite team makes their way onto the field, the punt team. Kick is away across the 50, down to the 45, fielded there, up to the 45-yard line. On the return, it's going to be number 12 for Team Tennessee, Caden Reeves.
Well, good job.
Who had the kickoff return for a touchdown there?
Yeah,
early in the game.
Definitely looked like he was ready to get going, but a good job from Kentucky's defense getting there, stopping it, and doing enough of a job to bring him down to get them started only around the 45-yard line.
So 1st and 10 for Team Tennessee. Grabbed their first lead of the game, and Holden, that was the first drive of this game that did not end in a touchdown.
Yeah,
we had the whole first quarter was fireworks.
Yeah, a little surprise. Oh, and a drop pass or ball.
And incomplete, trying the over-the-shoulder catch there. Great effort by the young man. That's number 19 for Team Tennessee, Bryce Fox from McCallie.
Yeah, what I was trying to say is a little surprised to see the punt team out. Scared me a little bit. I thought this was just going for it on 4th down like it was a game of Madden head-to-head or something.
I think when you're playing your little brother in Madden, he's like, I'm going for it.
Yeah. But it definitely looks like I wasn't the only one flustered on that. After the drop snap from the quarterback, not able to complete it. Unfortunate outcome on that play for the Tennessee side of the ball.
Give up the middle, wide open space for Team Tennessee. Ball carried by number 16. That's going to be Alante Trammell from Hunter Middle. And that's a Team Tennessee 1st and 10.
Yeah, a great job getting up the gap. And dang, that kid is fast. He's got a lot of acceleration on him. Also small enough that he's a smaller target that it's going to be harder to tackle. And does a great job getting out to the 29-yard line and getting a 1st down for Tennessee.
Of course, that was a G Sparks Realty 1st down. Here's a carry, and Team Kentucky having nothing of it. Actually, if I'm not mistaken, let's see, they're going to spot it at the 30, so it will be a 1-yard loss.
Yeah, and a great job from number 23 on Kentucky, doing a great job wrapping up, getting him down, and not allowing that gain of yards. You saw him feeling himself a little bit to his sideline.
A big stop for the young man there. Bring up a 2nd and 11 for Team Tennessee.
Looks like quarterback maybe informing his receiver of a different route, maybe.
Shotgun snap, looking left, fires left, incomplete. Pass intended for, we got number 28 there. Yep, number 28 for Team Tennessee. It's Andrew Fershing. And I apologize if I mispronounced your name. Andrew Fershing from Battleground Academy. Great way to help us if we are mispronouncing your name. Hop in the chat there on the broadcast and help us out with pronunciation if we're messing it up. Don't want to mess it up, but didn't get a pronunciation guide, so we're kind of winging this one here. But definitely hop in there and help out if we make a mistake. So Team Tennessee, Holden, looking at a 3rd and 11 after the incompletion. Big 1st down gain earlier. And now they've got to move the chains. Throw is complete. Down to the 5-yard line. 1st and 10, Team Tennessee. We got a flag on the field. On the catch, though, for Team Tennessee, it's Bryce Fox from McCallie with the grab.
Yeah, it definitely doesn't look like this one might be coming back. Saw a bit of mouthing off between the back from Kentucky after, you get a little bit frustrated after the play. You just let a big streak route go. And I mean, I can understand the frustration at least, but
Well, I think they're going half the distance because, if I'm
they
not
are.
mistaken, that went down to the 5. Ball now spotted at the 2, or it was down to the 4. Ball now spotted at the 2, so it would have been half the distance, I believe. Now we got a timeout. Team Kentucky, their coaches, it's their last one, but they're trying to get on the same page. And while they take a timeout, we will as well, so that you can check out some of the sponsors of today's game. First and goal for Team Tennessee after a big grab by Bryce Fox and a penalty on Team Kentucky. Here's the give to the left-hand side. Makes the first man miss and finds the black turf. Touchdown, Team Tennessee. And I believe it's number 3. If my binoculars aren't lying to me, number 3 for Team Tennessee, Quatavius Wilson from Lipscomb.
Yeah, Wilson did a great job there. He really looked like, honestly, I'm going back to the video game analogy. He looked like he had the shifty trait equipped or something. Really strong cut, doing a great job getting past a defender who honestly had him dead to rights until then, and walks away with 6 points on the board for Tennessee.
Here's the direct snap using the athlete. And the athlete for the second, I believe that's number 3 again.
Yeah,
it is.
Sure
so second
is.
play in a row, finding the black turf and single-handedly, with the help of his teammates blocking, finds the black turf and finds 8 points for Team Tennessee. Now a 10-point lead for Team Orange. When we return, we'll have kickoff. Getting set for kickoff here at L&N Federal Credit Union Stadium. We're here on the, I believe it's the home side. Not really a college stadium. There's not really a home side and away side. Used to high school side. But big shout out to Mr. Rico Hughes with the Kentucky Future Stars for coordinating this. Here's a return for Team Kentucky. Very lively return past the 40-yard line.
Yeah, you are correct. This is the home side, at least. I'm used to the run out with Jeff Brom, the Cardinal Bird, and
there you go.
A whole lot of Louisville Cardinals ready to get the job done most of the time.
Okari Robinson from the Derby City Cardinals, by the way, with the return there on the kickoff. Yeah, Holden, you're up from up in this area. Of course, me and some of the other guys coming from the Nashville area. So, a little collaboration here. Tennessee and Kentucky collaborating for the broadcast. Love it. Love it.
It's great.
Big shout, like I said, big shout out to Mr. Rico Hughes from the Kentucky side, Josh Jones from the Tennessee side. Both doing a great job of coordinating this event. Play fake and then a give for Team Kentucky, but the delay was long enough for Team Tennessee's defense to get into that backfield, get the stop. So the eventual carry by Kentucky's number 9, Swiney, results in a 2-yard gain.
Yeah, definitely didn't look like the right read on that one. He definitely could have done a better job getting it off. Honestly, the first guy who faked the handoff to, he had a lot of open room, a lot more than Swinney on at least, as a flag will come down.
A false start called on Team Blue. No, I'm sorry, on Team Tennessee. No, it was on Team Blue.
Yeah, a little bit of.
It'll move it back to the 40-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 13.
A lot of the art of misdirection going on right now. As they point one way, walk them the other. Now they're walking them back the other way. Whew. As it looks like it might now be 2nd and 3.
I was about to say, I thought the penalty was on Team Tennessee. I believe it was. I believe they just had marched Team Kentucky the wrong way initially. Shotgun snap, give up the middle.
Not going down.
I was about to say, makes the first man miss, bounce to the outside, almost gets to the 40-yard line. He'll move the chains, and it's the workhorse Fox with the carry there.
A great job not letting himself get wrangled down. They tried. They certainly wanted to. But spinning, bumping, cutting off of those guys, he comes rolling down the sideline, gets about to the 41.
Here's the give, a little stutter step up the middle, bounces outside, enough time to grab a block. 25, 20, 15, 10, and he's into the end zone. No, they mark him out of bounds at the 11-yard line. They'll say he stepped out with the carry. It's going to be number 9 for Team Kentucky. It's Swiney.
Well, a great job there, catching the edge and just breaking free for Swiney. He did a wonderful job finding that and then being relentless, not accepting that he was going to go out and playing through the whistle. That's what you want to see in a running back, for sure. Looks like there will be a timeout called by Tennessee.
Tennessee burning their second timeout. Team Kentucky, no timeouts remaining here for the first half. So while Tennessee steps aside, we will as well. And again, I want to give a big thank you to our sponsors. Team Kentucky, I formation, play fake. Receiver got behind the defense and unable to haul it in. Great job with the play fake. Receiver did a great job of getting separation there for Team Kentucky. It looks like number 11, Demetrius Fletcher Jr. from Hikes Point Lobos.
Yeah, a great job finding his separation, a great job extending and trying to make the play, but just not quite there. Unfortunately, going to drop that and bring up 2nd and 10. It's an interesting stance.
What, for the fullback?
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I just saw him on the ground.
Oh, yeah. Here's the give up the middle, down to the 6-yard line. That's kind of like a catcher. Sometimes you're going to start down on the ground, then bring your knees up and get ready. Another ADD moment. I'm just now realizing they've got the Adidas logo in the seats.
Yeah, they do.
I'm seeing little. I've never been to the stadium. I'm seeing little things. It's awesome, especially that they were able to get this environment for these kids who typically, they might play on a field that has more dirt than grass on it, just depending on where they're at. And then to get for them to be able to play in an environment like this, it's really cool.
Well,
here's the give on the left hand side. And a loss. Nope, they'll give them 2 yards. Team Tennessee, great job tracking the ball.
Yeah, great job there. And like you were saying earlier, it's definitely a privilege to all of us here being able to be hosting this
for
great
us
venue.
too to be able to be in this venue. Yeah, this is cool.
Great venue, but I think some of the most appreciative here, maybe the parents. This is the only FBS stadium to be only seat back chairs.
Not giving up here on the play. That's number 19, Alford.
And he'll bring it across.
He changed direction and finally dragged down. Ball's out. Picked up by Team Tennessee. Whistle did not blow. It was live. Team Orange has it. 1st and 10. Alford did an incredible job of trying to keep the play alive right at the end. Loses the football, and Team Tennessee gets the takeaway, up 10 with under 2 minutes to go in the first half.
Well, credit where it's due for Alford. While he did
you
lose
can't
that
take
ball,
anything away from
he
that.
then grabbed him and brought him back down with him.
Yeah.
A great job. Obviously, you've lost a bit on the play. Initially, you've lost the ball, losing your possession, but then not just giving up. He did a good job getting in there and trying to make something happen.
That was the definition of don't give up on the play.
Sure
the
was.
Absolute definition of that. So 1st and 10, Team Tennessee. Give, that's to number 16, makes the first man miss, second man miss. Third man's going to bring him down. We do have some laundry on the field. On the carry for Team Tennessee. It's number 16, Alante Trammell.
Looks like it might have been a holding call. Something on Tennessee.
Yeah, a play like that's kind of drugging out, and they're trying to make something happen. You take that chance, take that risk of a penalty happening, especially a holding call.
Yeah, and they'll walk him back now.
In at quarterback for Team Tennessee's Colton Beltran from Lipscomb Academy. So they'll move him back. Let's see how far. They're going to spot the ball at the 9-yard line. So it'll bring up a 1st and 19 for Team Tennessee.
Yeah, a rough start on this drive after the great fumble recovery from Tennessee. Wondering if they'll maybe break out that arm from Ireland.
So after the penalty, ball's on the ground on the shotgun snap. And we've got a fumble recovery.
Well,
miscommunication on the transfer, and it looked like Beltran was trying to pick it up. Team Kentucky makes up for the takeaway. We're now even. And honestly, they're in better field position than they were when they gave the ball up.
Yeah, they did a great job there. Obviously, Tennessee trying to make up the yards that they had just lost. We're trying to go to the air, but a muddy snap is unable to be collected by the Tennessee quarterback, and Kentucky storms in through the middle. A great job getting them down, but not only doing that, breaking out the ball and getting their Kentucky offense back on the field, maybe giving some opportunities to make amends for previous mistakes.
So ball will be spotted at the 2-yard line. I formation. Here's the give. Got a flag. Offside on Team Tennessee. So they'll move them up to the 1-yard line, I believe. They'll go half the distance. So, yeah, the 1. Team Kentucky down 10. A minute 42 to go in the first half. Looking to chip away at that lead. Only one successful, there has been 2 successful 2-point conversion attempts, and that's really the difference here. Here's the give. Up the middle. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Team Blue. That's number 19, Justice Alford from East Middle. The workhorse here in the first half finds pay dirt.
Yeah, Alford, maybe a name to watch for the next few years. I mean, if you keep coming back, watching this Elite 8 game, or 8-man Elite game with us.
Well, it's 11-man, so future stars. He's
Yeah,
a future
the
star
future
right
stars.
there. He's living up to the name of the game. He's
Well,
somebody
yeah.
to keep an eye on.
I mean, you've definitely got some great places you can go to here. I know there's St. X Trinity, big names in Louisville, but across the state, there's some really good talent developing areas. I mean, same thing for Tennessee. You've got Brentwood, you've got Macaulay, Baylor. I know Baylor's getting ready to put out one of their biggest commitments or decisions in just a couple of weeks here with David Gabriel Georges.
Pass is incomplete. 2-point conversion attempt, no good. East Middle there in Somerset. Hey, Somerset High School, you might have a stud coming up through the middle school ranks. 2-point conversion attempt is no good. It's a 4-point game here at L&M Federal Credit Union Stadium. Team Kentucky has chipped away at this Team Tennessee lead, only down 4 now. They are out of timeouts for the first half. Team Tennessee with 1. We'll see how that plays into if Kentucky gets the ball back. We'll see how that plays into that drive. Onside kick, fumbled and recovered by Team Kentucky at the 49.
Wow. What a great job from Kentucky doing what needs to be done. That might have been more of a perfectly executed onside kick than I've seen in a long time.
The execution on that was incredible for the brand, dude. For the brand.
I mean, 10 yards exactly, hitting the other player. He can't get a hold of it, and boom.
And great job on Kentucky, too, of selling full-on kickoff. They didn't sell onside. I was not seeing onside there. And absolutely executing that, knowing what to do there. Great job. And I just said if Kentucky gets the ball back, and then they get the ball back. So no timeouts, a minute 37, down 4. Let's see what they can do here going into halftime.
Yeah, a bit of a 2-minute drill here for Kentucky.
Sure. Yeah.
Got to drive 51 yards. Can they do it?
Shotgun formation at quarterback right now.
It looks like Tennessee will call a timeout.
Burn their last timeout, maybe regroup a little bit. While they regroup, we want to give you a chance to take a look at our sponsors. Team Tennessee regroups a little bit on defense. Shotgun snap. Long throw. Looking for Trammell. Incomplete. I'm sorry. He was looking for Fox. Nope. That's Kentucky. And it's Alford with the attempted grab. In at quarterback now for Team Kentucky. It's going to be number 7, Colby Green from Harlan County Middle.
Well, it looks like there might have been a flag on that play. They're going to go ahead and announce it here, I believe.
False start.
On Tennessee, looks like maybe.
Either false start. I'm looking at the motions. I need to look at them through the binoculars next time because I can't tell if he's saying offside or false start. There can be false start by the defense, I believe. But regardless, Team Kentucky gets the ball moved up to the 44-yard line, and it is a first down. So actually, it might have been a 10-yard. It was a 10-yard penalty because the ball was at the 49. Now you're at the 41.
Yeah, great.
First and 10, Team Kentucky. Dump off around the 40-yard line. Stop and start. Forced out of bounds on the catch. That's going to be number 9 for Team Kentucky. Swiney with the catch.
Yeah, good job there from Swiney, just leaking out, not picking up a man in coverage, and then getting those valuable little yards, and now another G Starks Realty first down.
Exactly, 10 yards gained on the play. Team Kentucky, clock still running, coming up on a minute 10, trying to get set and trying to retake the lead.
Pass rush coming.
And a sack. Team Tennessee gets in there. See if we can get a number. Get the jersey bunched up. Let's see if we can see the number on the back. That's number 82 for Team Tennessee. Gianni McCandless from Rose Park making a play earlier in the game, getting a sack there, moving the ball back to the 36-yard line. And Team Kentucky still losing time, coming up on 30 seconds left.
Empty backfield.
In the shotgun. Takes the snap, dumps it off to number 9, Swiney. He'll get out of bounds. They'll stop the clock. 24 seconds left up to the line of scrimmage at the 36. It's a huge sack there for Team Tennessee coming from McCandless.
Yeah, a great.
Really shutting down that drive. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. I mean, that was a wonderful job. They really were starting to lose momentum. They got those chip plays down, and while the clock was still winding down, they've put Kentucky back. I mean, it was like 5 yards or so after that sack.
There's the snap, throw across the middle at the 30. Flag flies. This is Swiney reversing direction. Alford did this earlier and lost the ball. Swiney still alive, though, at the Cardinal. Huge loss of yardage on the play. Now let's check the flag, though. I believe it's going to be on Kentucky, though. Blocking the back is what it looks like.
Oof.
That's a drive killer right there. 2 seconds left. I don't think you can stop the clock. Won't stop because of the running play. It stopped here. It stopped here to get the penalty call in. Holding. Penalties declined. Clock will run to zeros, and we'll go to halftime with Team Orange in the lead, 22-18. Great effort from these young men here in the first half. We'll step aside, give you a chance to check out some of our sponsors here at the Collins Auto Group 2026 Tennessee versus Kentucky Future Stars game right here at L&N Federal Credit Union Stadium. We'll step aside for the duration of halftime, and then we'll be back with the second half. kickoff for the second half.
Tried coming out with a bit of a trick play. Kentucky onside kicks, and it is recovered this time by Tennessee at the 50-yard line or so.
You hate how that first half ended. You had the perfect execution on the onside kick, and then it resulted in nothing. No points.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I think the drive ended further back than the kickoff was recovered.
Yeah, although I wouldn't take that at face value, though. I think
Fair.
it was a good job done by Kentucky, understanding you don't have the time and you don't have the leg on any players, frankly, to kick a field goal.
Right.
You got to take that time and see if you can make something miraculous happen. Unfortunately, they did not come up with one of those plays.
Here's the give up the middle to Tennessee's number 16, Trammell. And we've got a quarterback change here for Team Tennessee. It's number 7, Jackson Nevels from Liberty Creek.
Well, unfortunately, right as you – well, never mind. I keep getting psyched out by the player going to get his play call from the coach. I saw another player coming on at the same time, and I thought it was a substitution. But Nevels will resume the helm. So right at the 50, they'll set up. He takes it. Makes one miss.
Give across the 50 for Team Tennessee.
Yeah, we're good.
Well, he did a really good job extending further than that mass of defenders was really wanting him to be able to achieve, and it doesn't quite get to the 50.
41 would be the
sorry,
first down
40.
marker. You're good. Math is
Yeah,
is hard.
there's a whole lot of things going on right now, and that is
got
not
the
one of
UPS
them.
planes going over top.
Yeah, we've got
shotgun formation. Great hard count
and
there by Nevels.
Wonderful job drawing that flag. May not have been able to get the yards on the run, but they'll surely get them on the foul.
It'll move the ball down to the 43-yard line. Not a first down, though. 3rd and 3 to go.
Yep, so a short distance down. Tennessee has been able to get their small back going quite a bit in this game, but they've also had some passing threats. But will they be able to do this here and get that, take advantage of the great field position they have been hand-wrapped and gifted by the by the Kentucky onside kick?
No, they won't. Well, no, hold on. He's still up. He's still up and brought down, looks like around the line of scrimmage. Great job staying up. Might even be able to get a replay of that one. But a great job staying up on his feet. Young man bounces out of the tackle attempt and gets back to the line, avoiding the loss, but it does bring up a 4th and 2.
Yep.
4th and 3. We'll call it 4th and 3.
Yeah, it definitely looked a bit magical there. I thought he was covered in bodies there, and then all of a sudden he's out and he's running to the right. Unfortunate that he wasn't able to come up with anything.
We'll get an official's timeout. Looks like maybe an equipment issue. Yeah, an equipment. It looks like a cleat. Trying to get a cleat squared away here. He'll come off the field. They'll send another lineman in.
I thought they were running a Lane Kiffin strategy there. Go down, go down.
Team Tennessee going with the athlete approach, direct snap. Here to number 3. He'll get swallowed up. That was Wilson with the carry. Team Kentucky was having none of it. Turnover on downs. And Team Blue has the ball 1st and 10, spotted at the 47-yard line.
Yeah, a great job here from Kentucky. They're blowing up plays. They're getting past their blocks and doing a great job eating up any opportunity that Tennessee has and usually turning up a loss of yardage every time. But that does bring onto the field one of the more formidable sides of the ball, with Tennessee's defense being a game changer in this match. They're still up 4.
Here's the give, right-hand side. 2 stiff arms on the play. Finally forced out of bounds is Alford. What an absolute hoss of a run to give Kentucky a first down into Tennessee territory down to the 42-yard line.
Yeah, he is doing a wonderful job. You saw him
Let's
barrel.
hit that replay one more time. We got to see this run. This young man absolutely tearing it up.
Yeah, he completely owns the game
Right
from
there.
this. Yeah, he
There's one
gets
stiff
one block,
arm,
but
there's
boom!
2.
Oh my goodness,
Man.
Derrick Henry, what happened to you? That was a brutal hit.
Here's the give to number 9. Bounces to the left-hand side, looking for the edge. Has the edge. 15 across the 10. Forced down to the ground is Swiney with the carry. They'll spot it at the 9-yard line, and Team Kentucky has come out on fire on defense and offense, trying to retake the lead.
Yeah, Swiney did a great job there, catching the edge and then just putting straight gas. I know this isn't lacrosse, but in the terms of lacrosse, you call that wheels, baby. And he just gets rolling down the sideline. Unfortunately, he has got, looks like a bit of a high grab. Might have been a face
I was about to say
mask.
there was some laundry. It'll bring it back, but still, you got to give props where props is due. Young man with a great run there.
Yeah, unfortunately, it won't go on the stats of the day, but it also does give you some confidence, now that you do have that run in the back pocket, and then also could open up the passing game now that the defense is watching for that type of run.
So 1st and 13 after the penalty. Under 4 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Shotgun formation. Give. Here is to number 25. Little miscommunication on the play. Ball carried there by Robinson, but Team Tennessee blows that play up. Tennessee's defense making it happen.
Yeah, a great job. I knew that we were looking out for them to be forced here, and wow, Kentucky got a few really good plays off to start the half. That one was one that will go down in the records. They did a great job wrapping up their
And we're back. We apologize, ladies and gentlemen. Had some internet issues, and they have now been resolved, so we are good to go. You didn't miss any scoring plays. You did have Team Kentucky getting down inside the 5-yard line.
Yeah, they had a really good QB run. Ended up on the Actually, ended up getting to the 1-yard line. They tried a little bit of a tush push and then a QB sneak, I believe. Both stopped up, denied by the Tennessee defense, bringing us now to 4th down and 2 to go. It's going to be a big moment.
Tennessee defense not playing around today.
They sure
I
are
talked
not.
about that earlier.
I mean, you come all the way up here. You've taken a stop in Nashville. I know. I mean, some of them are from Nashville, but you've spent 2 days training.
You've got kids coming from the Chattanooga area, the Knoxville area, Memphis. They're coming up here to Louisville. You know, like to your point, yeah, you're going to show up.
And I mean, obviously not all of these guys are going to go on all the way, but quite frankly, a lot of these guys are probably going to end up playing football at a higher level. Maybe
even here in the stadium.
Yeah, maybe in this stadium, maybe down in Neyland Stadium, maybe. I mean, Vandy's is
Commonwealth, maybe.
Vandy's is usually a substitute away stadium, but
my bad. That was Team Tennessee rather trying to add to their lead. Throw, caught, touchdown, Team Orange. And I apologize. I said earlier Kentucky was driving. It was Tennessee rather. That's what you missed was Tennessee driving. But they're able to find the end zone. It's Cash Ireland from BGA putting the ball in the black and extending Team Orange's lead.
Yeah, a great job just putting up a nice, easy pass. Didn't need anything too fancy. So he got it up, got it past the defense, and a great way to put your Tennessee team up 10 points and looking for an extra 2.
Already at a 2-score game now. This would just be a little icing on the cake. It would make it to where 2 touchdowns would tie it. Ireland rolling right, looking, fires in the back of the end zone. Got his man. 2-point conversion attempt is good for Team Tennessee. And that's going to be number 19, Bryce Fox from McCallie, making it happen again and making a 12-point lead. And shout out to Ireland with the vision and the throw.
Yeah, a great job there. Ireland now showing that he can roll out to both sides.
Yeah.
Doing it really well, getting a man in the back of the end zone both times as they are now up 12 points. That's going to be at least a 2-possession lead.
2-possession lead, yeah.
You can't really cut it down nicely with the scoring in this.
Well, and Team Kentucky 0 for 3 on 2-point conversion attempts.
Yeah.
So you're looking at, hey, we got to score these 2 touchdowns to get to tie it up. Now, Kentucky and Tennessee both have all 3 timeouts. So they've got that working for them.
But only 4 minutes and 23 seconds. That's really going to be your biggest enemy. I mean, I know the defense or every defensive coordinator, defensive coach is going to tell you use a sideline, but also use the clock here if you're Tennessee. Just run them down. They've already spent 1 timeout for Kentucky, and they've got to keep this lead. Don't look reminiscent of a Heupel football team. Know how to handle a lead and know how to put this game away.
I guess Kentucky did burn a timeout.
Yeah, they did when they were.
Yeah, when the drive was happening.
Yeah, and that defensive stand.
So Team Tennessee set to kick it away. Little squibber across the 40, and it'll go out of bounds. Did not touch Kentucky.
And the flags will fly.
They'll spot the ball at the 35-yard line. It'll be a Team Blue 1st and 10.
And on another note, a pretty good turnout today here in L&N Stadium. You've got some really passionate, obviously a mainly Kentucky standing fan base, but
Well, and some of these parents, of course, we got the 7th grade game coming up almost immediately right after this one. So a lot of these parents are here for the 7th grade. So you've got that combination now where they've come in for the 7th. You still got the 6th grade parents here. But, again, great turnout, like you said. And they'll re-kick with the OG kickoff going out of bounds. And this time it'll be backed up to the X at the 35-yard line. Arm goes up. Arm comes down.
make sure everybody's all right.
Kickoff fielded and returned up to the 41-yard line. On the kick for Team Tennessee, number 4, Colton Beltran, handling those duties.
Yeah, it looked like Tennessee might have wanted to get their get back, per se, for all the times Kentucky has tried an onside kick on them. Unfortunately, that was not quite executed as well as the others have been so far. And it will end up gifting Kentucky some really, really good field position out on the 41-yard line, making it a lot more obtainable to get into the end zone and hopefully for Kentucky turn it around, get one more score, at least to tie this game up, maybe send it to overtime.
Here's the carry. Right-hand side, a lot of space. Trying to get the edge. He has the edge down the sideline, forced out of bounds. It's number 5 for Team Kentucky, Jeremiah Neal with the carry. And a huge, huge gain for Team Kentucky. No, it wasn't number 5. Sorry. It was number 9, Ezekiel Swiney with the carry.
Swiney did a great job there. Looks like he might be a little gassed. Taking a break real quick. But wow, what a job done on that play. Catching the edge, getting home for a great 35-yard run.
Just carry up the middle again. This time he'll get down, looks like the 1-yard line is where they'll mark it. Team Kentucky knocking on the door under 4 minutes. 2 timeouts to go. You really don't want to burn one here. If you could score and get the onside, put you in a great situation. Hopefully they don't copy what happened at the end of the first half. I formation. Snap, give to the back. He's in. We got one official saying in on the far side. And confirmed, touchdown, Team Kentucky.
Yeah, a great job just bullying his way into the end zone there. He was a force to be reckoned with, and a force to reckon with would not be stopped, as he'll put up 6 and give Kentucky another opportunity to have their first 2-point conversion of the day.
We talked about Alford coming out of the Somerset, Kentucky area. They've got a good one on their hands here in the rising 6th grader. Here's the snap. Here's the throw. Pass is incomplete. Broken up there. See if we can get a number for that young man. That's number 15 for Team Tennessee, Levi England from Wartburg Middle. Or Wartburg Central, rather. So 2-point conversion attempt is no good. Kentucky 0 for 4 getting the points after touchdown. But regardless, it's a 1-score game here at L&M Federal Credit Union Stadium. Team Kentucky with the onside kick here, they were successful, and they recover this one, but there are whistles. No, Tennessee recovered it, but there's whistles. False start on Team Kentucky will move them back to the 35, I believe. They'll try the onside kick again. Little June football holding, and this has been a fun one. Back and forth. It's been a battle.
Yeah, it sure is fun, and it sure is a great way to get your fix of off-season football. I know we've got the UFL holding us over.
I think it wrapped up last week, maybe, or 2 weeks ago.
It sure did. I mean,
right. And you got the home of the defending champs right here in the Ville.
Yeah, a great time to be from Louisville, at least in the UFL sense. We had Jack Plummer, the UFL MVP, a Louisville alum, and then the very own Louisville Kings took home the United Bowl trophy for the first time in their first season.
Onside kick recovered by Team Tennessee. Kentucky does have those 2 timeouts where they can try and stop the clock. 3:29 to go here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I mean, if you ask me, that looked like a bit of a business decision. After that penalty, they got backed up a little bit. And obviously the onside kick is a bit of a gamble. So instead of really sitting back, trying to get it that had a lot of power on it for an onside kick, sent it back, got it back to where it was around originally, up to the 48-yard line of Kentucky.
197 viewers.
Big shout out to all 197 of you watching. Again, we apologize for the issues we had with the internet. Back up and running now. Here's the give. Tennessee looking to eat the clock here and just chip away at this, chip away yardage and just little gains, little dink and dunk game. Try to put this away and give these sixth graders a chance to head back to the Volunteer State. We did have a penalty.
Well, a really good job there done by the Kentucky defense, which has been a bit temperamental, per se, in their playing style. They've given up big plays. They've gotten good stops, and seems to be really on a drive-to-drive basis. But doing a good job here when it looking like it really matters with 3 minutes now on the clock. 2nd and 10 for the Tennessee team.
And of course, just reminding you, immediately after this, we'll have not immediately, maybe a little bit of time off, and then we'll come back with the 7th grade edition of the 2026 Collins Auto Group Kentucky versus Tennessee Future Stars Classic. We'll get a timeout called here by Team Tennessee. While they take a timeout, we will as well. Tennessee back from the timeout they took. Now 2 remaining for both orange and blue. Tennessee looking at a 1st and 10 here. I'm sorry, 2nd and 10 rather. Here's the give up the middle, and Team Kentucky will stuff that. They might give them a yard. Maybe. It's not Christmas time, but they might be feeling generous. might give them a 3rd and 9. If you're Team Kentucky, your defense is playing this about as well as you could hope. Getting the stuff here. And now Kentucky will burn their second timeout. 2:11 to go in the fourth quarter. Want to give a big shout out to our sponsors for today's game. Of course, the title sponsor, Collins Auto Group. You see them there in the top left corner. G. Starks Realty. They are the first down sponsor for today's game. Southeastern Kentucky Tent Rentals. You'll see them there in the middle left. I3 Planning, bottom left. Tammy Hawkins there on the middle right. And then Turnkey Title and Escrow on the bottom right. Big shout out and thank you to these folks for helping put this classic on. Great experience, great environment here at L&N Federal Credit Union Stadium. I want to give a big shout out to Mr. Rico Hughes from the Kentucky side, Josh Jones from the Tennessee side for helping put this game together. A lot of efforts went into this, the scheduling, the coordinating, everything, and we're so thankful to be here. James Shannon, Holden Bowles, G, Andrew Hasley, and Blake Biggs working the production side of the broadcast here.
226.
There's the throw out to the left-hand side, and the play is blown up. There is laundry around the 50. But initially, play blown up by the blue defense. 2:03 on the clock. I want to give a big shout-out to all of you watching as well. 2:26, I believe, is what we're sitting at.
And if you're just joining us, you're in for a good next couple of minutes. It is here, the fourth quarter, ball on the 47 here in L&N Stadium in Louisville, Kentucky, as Tennessee is driving. It's 4th and 9. They have been stopped up until this point, but they lead 30-24. Kentucky trying to get the ball back with 2 timeouts in their back pocket. But can they get the stop here?
Just to correct myself, not a flag earlier, a ball marker, spot marker. A little hard to tell from this far away. Sometimes they all look alike. Here we'll get the punt. A little looper down to the 35, out of bounds at the 38-yard line. And that is where Team Kentucky will start their attempted comeback drive. Holden, if you remember, at the end of the first half, they had the same situation. They got the onside kick. It was successful. They got a little bit of a drive going, and then it ended with a loss of yardage. Now the kickoff will get moved back to the 33-yard line.
Yeah, I believe it.
Or the punt, rather. I'm sorry, the punt. Looks like a penalty on the play. Moved back to the 33-yard line.
I think it might have rolled a little further than we thought and come out of that 33.
I might have misjudged. Yeah, you're right.
They're coming out in the shotgun now. Another 2-minute drill. You've got 1:56 on the clock. Can you drive the remaining 62 or 68 yards needed?
Colby Green from Harlan County Middle is going to be spearheading this comeback attempt. Give up the right-hand side. That's Alford. Alford with the carry.
Well, if there's one man you need to get you started on this, it's going to be Alford. He needs to perform here. He's done so well. I mean, both backs have done a great job here today. Yeah. So hopefully they can get it done, but that is going to be a flag on the play. And offsides on the defense.
That's a huge break for Kentucky. It'll move the ball up to the 41-yard line.
So now a stopped clock, 2nd down, 2 yards to go. Can they get it done?
Kentucky with 2 timeouts remaining. Snap, give, left-hand side. Tennessee's defense is there after a short gain. Not enough to get to the first down marker, though. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 2. Ball spotted at the 42. And Kentucky will burn their second timeout. While they take a timeout, we will as well and give you a chance to check out the sponsors for today's games. Team Kentucky, here's the snap, the throw across the middle. What a catch! Oh, incomplete. What an effort from the young man. And he's still struggling a little bit. I'm going to try and get a number for him and give him a shout out for that play. He came down hard after trying to go up and get the ball. We'll get his number when we come back. We'll give Team Kentucky a chance to take a look. Jeremiah Neal from Johnson Middle with the attempted catch on that last play and gingerly making his way off the field, but under his own power. You love to see it. Love to see it. So Team Kentucky facing a 4th and 2 here. This is their shot to keep this drive alive. 1:11 to go in the ball game. Here's the snap, the give, left-hand side. First man, second man. Tennessee swarms to the ball, and they're going to shut it down. Turnover on downs. Team Tennessee will get the ball back with 1:05 to go. Team Kentucky only one timeout to stop the clock.
Not only that.
No, they called it a first down.
That's surprising. Not only
No,
that.
was it third? I'm so confused. Hold on a second. So that was third.
Not only that, Tennessee came up with the ball at the end of all that. I'm sure Kentucky may have gotten their knee down at some point. Obviously, we don't have a challenge.
Let's check with the scoreboard out. Was that third? I thought it was fourth as well. I thought he went up for the catch on third.
I think this is a fifth down kind of situation where they just lost count.
And that's what Tennessee's arguing. And Tennessee's coach discussing it. They hold the offense for a second to sort this out. I was under the impression that was fourth.
Kentucky trying to get the opportunity to take the snap, but referees are going to still hold off on it as they deliberate. But it doesn't look like the referees are really changing many minds over on that visiting sideline.
4th down is still displayed on the down marker. Okay, here we go.
Clock running.
4th and 1. Clock running. 105. No, clock has stopped. 105 to go. Here's the snap. No, they're saying first down. And the Tennessee defense is going to bring down Green. So they're saying he got the first down on the last play. Not that play, but the play previous when they were discussing, maybe they were discussing ball placement. That might have been what it was.
Well, frankly, I think that it's a little bit of cover your blank for those refs. They set the ball behind the chains of where they were originally and then told them to move it.
Under 40 seconds to go. Here's the throw across the middle to Alford. He's got it. Makes the first and second and third man miss down the sideline. He's got space. Stays in bounds. Brought down inside the 15. They got to go. 20 seconds to go. Kentucky does have a timeout. I believe they're going to burn it here.
And clock will stop at 20.
You're right. It's got to stop so they can set the chains. Great play, though. I think it was Alford on the play. Down the right sideline, made three-man miss. You saw him there for a second. He hesitated. He thought about going out of bounds and said, man, let me try to break this tackle. Clock is still running. They did not burn the timeout. I formation. He'll spike it and stop the clock. 17 seconds. They save the timeout.
Very, very good play from this Kentucky team here. They need the 6 points to tie the game. And hopefully
they could get the walk-off 2-point. It'd be their first of the game.
And I mean, crazier things have happened. This is football, the greatest game on earth.
This is football.
This is football.
This is football.
Watching 6th graders at 12:16 p.m. in a fourth quarter thriller in June in Cardinals Stadium. Sorry, LNN Cardinals Stadium. This is what it's all about,
This is for the love of the game right here. I formation, play fake, looking left.
Looking deep.
Green is going to fire, incomplete over the head. It will stop the clock. Took out the back pylon. And it'll bring up a 3rd down for Team Kentucky. Of course, they burned first down with spiking the ball. 11 seconds to go. Shout out to all 300 of you watching here. The 2026 Collins Auto Group, Kentucky versus Tennessee Future Stars Classic. And this is a classic. We've had the pleasure of doing this. Is our 4th time doing these games. This is by far the best 6th grade game so far.
Well, we've got 11 to go. If you're here for the 7th grade game, stay tuned. It'll be here soon.
We got a classic on our hands right now. Green fires right, looking incomplete, broken up on the far side.
Number 12.
It was number 12 for Team Tennessee, Caden Reeves from Blackman. We've called his name before. 5 seconds to go. It's now 4th and 10 from the 12. And here's your ball game.
Well, it all comes down to this.
And to be fair, Kentucky can get a first down without scoring, but 5 seconds left. It's got to be score or nothing.
Yeah, you've got to get something
done.
You're
calling a play to go to the black right now. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there.
No, you're good. So this box is stacked here for Tennessee. They're looking.
I formation. Crowd getting loud. Looking. Green fires. Passes complete. 5. Looking for the goal line. He stuffed at the 2. What an effort from Team Kentucky there on the play. But defensively, Team Tennessee with the stop. And you got to feel for that young man. I'm going to give a shout-out to his effort. I believe it's number 25 for Team Kentucky, Okari Robinson for the Derby City Cardinals. You got to feel for that young man. Green with a great throw. Great play call. Got into space, had one man to beat, and unable to score the tying touchdown. Team Orange comes into the Bluegrass State, and on the 6th grade level, gets the 30-24 win here at L&M Federal Credit Union Stadium. Players will line up at the 50. They'll shake hands. We'll step aside, and then when we come back, we'll have a seventh grade game. Holden, the bar's been set now.
Oh,
The bar's been set.
if you're telling me these games are going to be anything like that, I am intrigued, and I'm sure you all are at home as well. Stay tuned for another 4 hours of wonderful football to come.
For Holden Bowles, G, Blake Biggs, Andrew Hasley, I'm James Shannon. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see y'all here in a little bit. 15 minutes. 15 minutes. And then we'll come back with the 7th grade edition of the 2026 Collins Auto Group Kentucky versus Tennessee Future Stars Classic.